As any boat owner will tell you, there is always maintenance to do on your boat. Welcome to It's a Boat Thing, Not So Technical. We have a number of jobs to do on the boat and we're hoping to show you those. We've got some cutting and polishing to the hull to do, as well as a little bit on the superstructure. We're going to anti-foul it and we're going to replace the anode on the rudder. Let's see how we get on.
Life's good, I feel wonderful. Every moment's a gift, oh it's so beautiful. Got my dreams in my pocket, everything feels right. With laughter in my heart, I'm free like a bird. Clouds may come, but I won't let them stay. I'll keep shining my light, chase the gray away. In the ups and downs, I find my way. With love as my guide, I'll dance through the night. So here's to the moments, let them roll. Living life fully, it fills up my soul. Ta-da-da-da-da, come sing along. In this beautiful life we all belong.
One of the first jobs that I want to check is the bow thruster. We're going to check this out, make sure that the bearings are lubricated and it's functioning correctly, check the blades and then anti-foul the tunnel. We've checked the bow thruster on the boat. Although there's a little bit of nicking out of the plastic blades, it's not so bad. As you can see in there, we've now anti-fouled, check the bow thruster, and she's ready to go. So just to prove that owning a boat isn't all unicorns and sweeties, part of our every 2 or 3 years routine maintenance is getting the boat lifted out, getting underneath the boat, giving it a good clean, good paint, and re-anti-fouling. What I'm doing here is actually just cleaning off the rudder and cleaning off the rudder skeet, just to make sure all the crud that builds up over a period of time is not there, and then I can repaint it. So to do that, the easiest way is use one of these ordinary household scraper and scrape this off. It comes off relatively easily, albeit it's a little bit noisy. So on the other side of the rudder, one of the things that we have to replace is the anode. Now, it normally goes here. I took this off a little while ago. As you can see, not very well. It's been on for about 2 years. Fairly easy to replace. It's just a nut and some washers that hold it on going through this. And what that does is that acts as a deterrent, if you like, because of the electromagnetic force that's set up when the boat's going through the water. So it doesn't rust this, it corrodes this instead. So now this is off. What I do is I've got another one of these in the boat, a brand new one, and we'll fix that one to the rudder and then we're good to go. Next job afterwards, give the rudder and the skeet a good paint. So that's the old one gotten rid of. This is the new one, as you can see, not so corroded. We can reuse the nuts and the washers that we had very easily. It fits through. The nylock nut fits on it. You screw it up tight, and then a 17mm spanner just locks it on tight, and that's that job done for another 2 or 3 years. The other one wasn't so corroded, it could have been left on, but the boat's lifted out, so why not do it? Take the opportunity. They're not particularly expensive. So there we go, job done. So now the anode is on and it's secure. We're going to repaint the rudder. For doing that, I just use standard tin of Hammerite Black Smooth. Makes it last for a long while. This rudder actually hasn't been done in some time, so hopefully it should look rather good once I've finished. Now for the observant of you, you'll notice I'm using quite a small brush to do this. The main reason for that is I'm trying to make sure that the paint gets in all the little lumps and bumps on the rudder, if there is any, so it's got good coverage, so I won't have to do it again in the near future. So what Wayne has been doing behind me is put a mild form of hydrochloric acid onto the waterline and the hull of the boat. This is to get rid of the calcium deposits. They stay on for a few minutes. He's now washing it off. It's not particularly dangerous, but it does get rid of those deposits that inevitably the boat picks up when it's on the river, on the waterline. It dries and it makes it tricky to polish off. This particular treatment seems to take care of that. So you can tell by the drag of the brush on this of how bad those calcium deposits are. I can tell by the drag of the brush whether I've got calcium off or not. Basically taking the rough and coming down to the smooth, the gel coat. Well, that's just experience that does that for you, isn't it? I guess so. So what Wayne is going to do, he's going to cut and polish the hull. He's just setting up his equipment at the moment. He's moved the ladders so he can reach, and he's got his kit set out on the floor. So I'm talking to your eyes, am I? Yeah, see, you can talk. Yeah, you haven't got to talk to that. Ignore that. It's like someone's here watching us. Yeah. So the plan today, we're just going to very lightly compound. Yeah. We have a compound here, which is like I call it G3, so it's not a heavy compound. It's not very coarse. Yeah. Because the boat's in fairly good condition already, we're just going to give it a light compound just to get the dirt out and bring some of the shine back into the boat. Yeah. Once the compound's on, we then wash it off the water, so we remove all the traces of the compound. Okay. Otherwise it will leave white striping marks all over your hull. Yeah, I get that, yeah. Once it's compounded, we then change the head over and we start putting the wax on. Right, okay. Put the wax on, so do it with the machine as well, with the machine turned down really low. Put the wax on, let that harden off, and then we go the next stage again with the polishing head, change the head over, and we start to take the wax off, and then you start to see the shine. And then it starts to lift what the boat should look at. But you'll see as you're filming, as we go through the processes, you'll see the heads being changed and so on and so forth. Fantastic. Right, well, I'll leave you get on with it.
Life's good, I feel wonderful. Every moment's a gift, oh it's so beautiful. Got my dreams in my pocket, everything feels right. With laughter in my heart, I'm free like a bird. Clouds may come, but I won't let them stay. I'll keep shining my light, chase the gray away. In the ups and downs, I find my way. With love as my guide, I'll dance through the night. So here's to the moments, let them roll. Living life fully, it fills up my soul. Ta-da-da-da-da, come sing along. In this beautiful life we all belong.
I couldn't be more pleased. The work that Wayne has put in to get the result that you can see behind me is incredible. A long day work for him, however, the results speak for themselves. Just goes to show you, with the knowledge, experience, and a little bit of know-how on how to work the kit properly, what can be achieved. The boat looks spectacular. So unfortunately, the hard work for me now begins. Next job, doing the anti-fouling. So what is anti-foul? Well, it's a painted substrate that goes on under the waterline, and it's designed that any of the green, the algae, whatever crud is in the water, sticks to that and gradually self-polishes away as the boat moves through the water. It means that the gel coat and the underside of the boat is not being harmed. It's kind to the marine life as well, because it's certified to be kind to marine life. Looks a bit mucky like this. We're going to put a new coat on. Should look a treat when she goes back in the water. So essentially what we're going to do, we're going to start at the front. We're going to put the tape on here and then stretch it right the way down the boat in one line, trying to keep just on this line, trying to keep it straight. Okay, that's that side done. Let's go and do the other side. Okay, so that's the tape on. Time to get into the scruffs. Let's get the paint out. Let's get anti-fouling. So we're going to start at the front of the boat. Basically, I'm going to put a skirt of paint around it to start with, and then I can use a bigger roller to go under the boat. But initially, we'll just use a small gloss roller and start from here, work our way around the boat. So that's the anti-foul done now for another 2 or 3 years. Got to say, that was quite a job. Pleased that one's done. Well, what a week that was. Hard working, granted, but the results speak for themselves. Wayne, as you saw, cut and polished the hull, and she looks spectacular. I've anti-fouled and replaced the anode, but on the whole we have done a top to bottom, inside and out, either a refurbishment, a repair, or just general maintenance, even down to cleaning out the drains, and we've even cleaned the windows too. So now it's time to relaunch Enterprise after the week she spent out and get on with enjoying what we bought her for, and that's the river, the boat, the people that we meet out there, and hopefully this weather will still be with us so we can enjoy that too. So there we go, Enterprise is going in. As usual, if you like what you see, please comment below. We would love to hear from you. The subscribe button is over here in the corner, and from a sunny Jones's Boatyard and the crew that's launching Enterprise, we'll see you guys next time.